think fame and Muscle Shoals music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always just been a phone call away.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather, live at 5.
Fred Gossett here at the Tennessee Valley Weather Center on this Monday evening, live at 5 with your latest forecast update. Now that the time has changed, 5 o'clock becomes early evening instead of late afternoon here with the sun setting earlier. And after a chilly start today, temperatures recovered pretty nicely into the low to mid 60s for daytime highs this afternoon. But check out some of these morning lows that we had across the area this morning. It was chilly with many of us getting down at or below freezing, and some of us into the upper 20s for the first time this season. Check this out. Hohenwald, Green Hill, North Florence, and Russellville got down to 29 for a morning low this morning. Also, the studios here in Lawrenceburg next to Bobby Brewer Park on Weekly Creek Road also got down to 29. New Prospect, Tennessee got down to 30. Got down to 30 in Wilson, Alabama in central Lauderdale County. Leoma, Tennessee getting down to 31 in Pulaski, Mount Pleasant, in Tennessee, and Iuka, Mississippi down to 32, as well as the Savannah, Tennessee airport over there in the Maddox area. They got down to 32, and many of us were down into the mid-30s this morning. So a chilly start on this Monday morning. We will be shifting away from that chilly air for the next few days and back to warmer temperatures, at least temporarily, as we head through a large part of this week. As we head into the 5 o'clock hour here, sun setting over Lawrenceburg. This is a live look at the Arctic Air Skycam network. After getting into the lower 60s this afternoon, we're back down to 59 degrees. These are live current conditions. A light southwesterly wind at 2 miles per hour. Dew point dropping down to 39. It was in the lower 40s earlier. So that lets me know we're getting back into the 30s, but not as chilly as what we were last night. I think everybody is several degrees above freezing in the upper 30s to a few folks into the lower 40s toward daybreak. Muscle Shoals, Florence here. I couldn't read the screen. That might help. Florence down in the Shoals at the University of North Alabama. This is the Top Rivers Hall here. 59 degrees with a dew point dropping again down to 39. So as we're cooling down after daytime heating, the dew points are dropping a few degrees to give us some evaporational and radiational cooling room overnight. So many of us down into the 30s as the wind goes calm. A light southwest wind currently at 3 miles per hour, and clear skies in both locations. We've been clear today, so Viper live Doppler radar not showing anything out there. Temperatures dropping back into the mid to upper 50s as we get towards sunset. But the lower 60s that we had today will be going up into the 70s as we head through the week. High pressure will be shifting across us. That's going to give us a southwesterly to westerly wind through the week. A warming wind will stay mostly clear the next couple days before clouds increase. And we do eventually have rain and thunderstorm chances in the forecast by the end of the week. Overnight tonight, clear skies, except for some patchy areas of dense fog developing both in southern Tennessee and North Alabama. Most of us down into the upper 30s, but a few spots here and there may hang closer to 40 or 41. Again, well above freezing by several degrees, so we're not looking at the widespread frost and light freeze that we had overnight last night into early this morning. There could be some patchy areas, sheltered valleys where you get some really light frost, but overall not nearly as cold as what we were earlier this morning. Plenty of sunshine around here after some daybreak fog for our Tuesday, and starting to get more of a southerly to southeasterly wind sustained into the afternoon. That's going to allow us to warm into the upper 60s and lower 70s across the area, and then only falling back to the low to mid 40s for Tuesday night for overnight forecast lows. We continue to warm up through midweek. A few clouds in here on Wednesday with a southwesterly wind ahead of a weak, dry, dying cool front that's not going to cool us down. The front's fizzling out as it comes across. Daytime highs for Wednesday, Thursday into Friday into the low to mid 70s around here. And then the second front that comes through on Friday will have a little more oomph with it. No severe storms in the forecast, but it will have more moisture to work with and some slightly more organized dynamics as it comes in. So I do expect widespread showers and a few rumbles of thunder Friday afternoon into Friday night, most likely before midnight. Some of that rainfall locally heavy. The Euro model that I'm showing here shows anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch of rainfall with isolated heavier totals. But again, no severe storms expected. We don't have the instability or the storm fuel that's necessary for that type of thing. Yes, we are back into our severe season here in the Tennessee Valley that runs from the beginning of November through the end of May, so we do have to watch systems, but I don't see the ingredients coming together for severe storms with this. Now, the Euro model has trended drier for Saturday into Sunday. We have had a chance of showers with a little secondary wave coming through Saturday into Sunday. For now, we're still going to keep that chance in our forecast, but we're going to be watching for trends. And if the models continue to look drier, we may be removing that Saturday into Sunday shower chance out of the forecast. But that comes with another cool front that will give us much cooler temperatures into early next week that I'll show you here in just a second. Warming here the next few days, upper 60s to low to mid 70s, and the lower 70s last through Friday and Saturday. Notice the overnight lows coming up as well. And with that system with the showers and thunderstorms, overnight lows into the lower 50s for a time, but a sharper drop off as we head Sunday into especially early next week. That's associated with a bigger cold front and a big trough of low pressure in the eastern United States in the upper levels. I think that gives us our first widespread hard freeze of the season early next week. Here's the Euro model showing low temperatures for overnight next Monday night into next Tuesday morning, and it's widespread mid to upper 20s across the Tennessee Valley, with upper 20s all the way down to the I-20 corridor, Birmingham to Anniston here in central Alabama. So as we get into early next week, turning cooler, and it looks like we'll have the first widespread hard freeze of the season, and the growing season will officially come to an end as we head into early next week. But we're getting into that time of year where things turn cooler. We'll still have warm spells. Those happen even in the middle of winter, but turning cooler around here. Upper 60s to lower 70s for Tuesday. Plenty of sunshine after a little morning fog. Starting in the upper 30s, lower 40s. We will be above freezing overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. And then just warmer here for the rest of the week. Not hot or anything, but we're back to the low to mid 70s. That lasts through Friday and Saturday. Showers and thunderstorms here Friday afternoon into Friday night. I'm not expecting severe storms. We don't have the ingredients for that. Slight chance of a few showers lingering into Saturday and Sunday, but like we talked about, the models are starting to trend drier with that, so we may be removing that shower chance for Saturday and Sunday. We're just waiting for some consistency. And then as we hit into Veterans Day on Monday, we're clearing, but turning chilly. Daytime highs in the upper 40s, lower 50s. And next Monday night, next Monday night and the next Tuesday morning, I think we're down into the 20s area-wide for morning lows. That's the Look Your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.